so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. Hey, man, the Indiana Fever lost a 5-point game to the Minnesota Lynx, who coming off a back-to-back. But this wasn't even the story of the game. The story of the game was Jessica Shepard had a near triple-double in the first half. Lexie Hull went off in the first half. The Fever was down a person, only played 9, and still walked away with a 5-point loss. Now, I did pick the Indiana Fever to win this game, but I didn't know before the game started that Chloe Bibby was going to be out. Yes, Chloe Bibby, before the game even started, was ruled out the game with a left knee injury. Now, I'll get into that situation, the injury situation, in tomorrow's video, but right now, just going through this. Lexie Hull has 20. She had 23 points. She had 11, 8, I think about 18 points in the first half. She was going off. She was 4 for 7 from 3, 9 for 16 from the field, but they kind of stopped going to her in the second half. Third quarter is always the situation with the Indiana Fever because the fact of the matter is there's never has been adjustment by Stephanie White. Stephanie White does not make any adjustments when it comes down to the Indiana Fever doing what they need to do. Another no-show in the game, Natasha Howard. It don't matter who it is. Natasha Howard does not show up at all. She gets dominated. It doesn't matter if it's Rickea Jackson, De'Erica Hamby, Jessica Shepard. It don't matter who it is. Natasha Howard, it's just age is really showing on her where she's moving slow. She gets taken out the game. She only had 20 minutes in the game. Bree Turner had 21, played more, was a little bit more effective than her. She had 5 rebounds, 4 assists in the game. I think a steal as well. She got the ball to the open person. Natasha Howard, 4 fouls, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Aaliyah Boston. And you wonder why we was getting on Aaliyah Boston in the offseason because you know what? I'm going to make a call to Candace Parker. On the next podcast show, Candace Parker needs to have a word with Aaliyah Boston. She needs to tell her she needs to show up in these games. She doesn't show up until 4 minutes left in the game, either when the Fever winning or the Fever losing. She gets dominated. I don't understand the philosophy for how she's being utilized. I think Stephanie White needs to put her back in her natural position. Stop trying to make her out of a um power center forward slash whatever she's trying to do with her because Aaliyah Boston, she's not getting it done that way. She needs to be back in her natural position. She's not, and then the bad thing about it is you don't have nobody to get the ball to her. So you have to get her in the block. I mean, the Indiana Fever could have won this game. To me, I felt like they should have won this game. But the third quarter killed them. It killed them. Odyssey Sims didn't show up. 4 points. Then she had to come out the game because she was hurt. So we don't even know her situation until tomorrow. That's another person. It seems like whoever the Indiana Fever is playing now as a key member is getting hurt on the team. Like I said before, nobody really paid attention. I don't know if Leo Boston's growing a hamstring is bothering her. It was taped in the practice 2 days ago or yesterday. So I don't know if that's an issue with her, but This team is like the walking wounded right now. The walking wounded. Dantes, 10 minutes. Had a three in the first half. You didn't see no more of her. Should have saw more of her in the third quarter. That's when the Fever started making their run and getting back into the game. Bree Turner, Dantes, Mitchell, Boston, and Lexie Hull was on the floor at that time. I gotta give a shout out to the newest member of Indiana Fever, Shey Peddy. She came in. Now, I don't expect for her to score 10 points and be 3 for 4 from the three again. Now, she did her job. She played 22 minutes. Now, she did have some turnovers. She had 3 turnovers in the game, but she had 4 assists. So, I mean, you can't expect too much from her. She played a part. She played a part. But you don't have Bibby. You don't have Colston. You don't have Cunningham. You don't have McDonald. You don't have Clark. Now, tomorrow, they will have to sign another quote unquote, supposedly is supposed to be signing a wing player. According to Chloe Peterson, said that Amber Cost said they signing a wing player. Now, the Indiana Fever do get to do this all over again on Sunday. They get to come back. Now, most likely, they'll probably have Nafisha Carter for the Minnesota Lynx. That's going to be another interesting tape. Hopefully, Kobe Bibby could play Sunday. Hopefully, the new person that we get could contribute. Hopefully, Odyssey Sims is not too banged up because you're going to need all hands on deck. To me personally, I just think that the Indiana Fever should not, Natasha Howard should not be starting. But you can't do nothing about it now because we were wanting to see Chloe Bibby, but she couldn't play. Natasha Howard is really showing her age in this game. Aaliyah Boston, you 7 from 9 from the field, but all of this is towards the end of the game. We need you in the most critical part of the game, and you don't provide us that. And you wonder why we keep getting on you. Now, we could sit here and talk about, well, we got to give them a pass because they injured. They only playing with 9 players. There's only so much they could do. Well, when you lose by 5 points, well, you was up. Well, let me see. The largest lead in this game for the Indiana Fever was 14. No, the largest lead was 12. They was down 14, lost by 5. They gave up 25 assists to the Liberty. I mean the Liberty, but the Lynx. They both had the same amount of turnovers. They had points off of turnovers was no better, 16-10. Points in the paint, they had 46. Because guess what? Alana Smith, I forgot the other tall lady name, Jessica Shepard. Jessica Shepard was really taking a Leo Boston and Natasha Howard. They really was getting that matchup on Natasha Howard. That's what they was doing. If you notice, teams when they scout the Fever, they go after Natasha Howard. Pay close attention to every matchup the Fever have. They go after Natasha Howard because they know Natasha Howard is old and slow, and she can't defend quicker players. The Jessica, I mean, they even put Bree Turner on her, and Bree Turner could not deal with her. Bree Turner had a hard time with Atlanta Smith. The, the Lynx are just big and long team. Now, that's not saying that the Fever can't beat them. If they had all their horses, they probably would. They could. I mean, they beat them in the Commissioner Cup. Whether you say, hey, that game count or not, that's still a win over a top team. I mean, 3-point shooting was 13 for 20. They was 65% from there. 9 for 13 from the free throw line. They did get to the free throw line. I wanted them to get to the free throw line a little bit more. This is something I discussed that they should have did. They should have get to the free throw line a whole lot more in the third quarter when they seen that the Lynx was trying to put the game away. Because what they should have did was dribble, drive, and finish. But again, you had Kelsey Mitchell, playing hero ball. Yeah, she had 27 points. She had 5 assists, 4 fouls, 5 from 7 from 3, 9 from 20 from the field. That's the point right there. That's the part right there. 9 for 20 from the field. And you played 35 minutes. Lexie played the most minutes. She played 38 minutes and was more productive. She only had 1 turnover. Howard 3 turnovers. Boston 2 turnovers. Mitchell 2 turnovers. It's just, we could continue to make excuses as much as we can, but just like they came back from Connecticut, 21 down, this is a game they had in their hand. Despite all odds, the Indiana Fever had this game in their hand. Despite the odds, they had it in their hand. So, to me, Aaliyah Boston, you got to play better. You have to play better. You know what this team is up against right now with injuries. You have to be the leader of this team too and step up. It can't be just Kelsey Mitchell trying to save the team by shooting, and you can tell she's getting tired and getting worn out in the game. You can look at her, tell she's spent. Because guess what? Kelsey Mitchell ain't thought it was going to be easy without Caitlin. She thought it was going to be easy without Caitlin Clark, or it's my team, or I'm going to run this. I'm going to put the team on my back. She realized that she has to understand that what Caitlin Clark brings to the table, nobody else could do that. Nobody else can do that. And that's what she failed to understand. Because see, yeah, you could get buckets, you could score. But guess what? At the end of the day, you can't assist at a high level. You can't rebound at a high level. And guess what? That's where Caitlin come in at. She does it all. So, make no mistake about it. The Fever did let one get away tonight. Like I said, despite all odds that they faced tonight, going into this game, they let this game get away from them because they had the momentum. Third quarter is always going to be the Fever Achilles heels. Even last year, it was the Achilles heels. So I feel like they got a chance for redemption on Sunday. Let's see. But to me, it was only, and I'm going to give Bree Turner a little credit because she did play solid when she was in the game. She just don't need to dribble the ball. Dantes, Tipton, 3 minutes. Don't know why. I'm sure Stephanie White will say it's a matchup issue, as she always do. Lexie Hull, she was the star of the game. She was the best player on the team today. She was the best player. Second best player, Shey Peddy. Kelsey Mitchell, I'm going to put you third. So, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the game. Redemption time on Sunday. See if we could salvage this win. So, hopefully, we don't drop too far down the playoff race. But this team, against all odds, you had a chance to win this game. And now you got to go to Minnesota. And guess what's going to happen? It's going to get even tougher. It's going to get even tougher. Until then, Live Wire out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live Wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or on the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.